It is 2021, and I'm again going to be talking about a topic. So here we are. It is 2021, and I'm again going to be talking about a topic that is very familiar with me, and that is murrsuiting, but in 2021. And the reason I'm bringing up this topic is because it's been well over a year since I last recorded I discussed my murrsuiting past and posted that on this channel. And that video got quite a bit of responses and quite a bit of exposure and was mostly well received, I think. But the other reason I decided to film this is because there's a certain Voldemort in the furry fandom right now, and he tweeted something to Majira, and let's just say it had everything to do with murrsuiting. And I'm not going to name the person who tweeted at Majira. I'm not going to say who tweeted the tweet we're about to discuss because I don't want to give him any more exposure. I don't want any more people to even see or hear his name because honestly, the less we bring him up, the better. So I'm just going to call him Voldemort because I don't want to say his name. You shouldn't say his name. Let this guy go off into obscurity where he belongs. So the tweet in question. This was actually made on March 12th. I was going to make this video sooner, but I was kind of debating back and forth whether or not I should. And I did talk to Majira and get his permission to talk about this tweet because obviously it's going to get more exposure than if it was just on Twitter. So here's the tweet I want to talk about. It says, "You know, Tall Fuzzball," that's his app, "telling people to watch my video isn't very nice. Though seeing what you become, period. Nice grammar. Haha, I wouldn't put it past you. Also, have you told your fans about your murrsuiting adventures? Basil." Right? The purple deer suit. Still funny how people think you're rated G. And then he responded to himself and said, "Well, it doesn't matter. You've been dead to me for years." Well, if he's been dead to you, then you think you'd be more into him. Well, okay, none of those jokes. "We were friends, but I don't ever see that happening again." No, I don't see that happening again. Because Majira doesn't want to be associated with one of the most disgusting and vile human beings, if we're going to be that generous, ever in the fandom. Okay, sorry. I get so mad when I think about it. Anyway, so let's unpack Voldemort's tweet. He decided that it was appropriate to out Majira's secret suit, Basil. Which, number one, that's messed up. There's a reason he wanted a private suit, because he is a very popular YouTuber, and when he goes to a convention, he wants some privacy-ish. He wants to just be in suit and not be swarmed by people trying to talk to him about his YouTube channel at all times, which I understand. I love it at conventions, but there are times where it's like, I kind of wish I could just walk around in suit and it wasn't like I didn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, okay? So that right there, bad enough. But then he goes on to expose this suit for being a murrsuit. That's so beyond messed up. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter who it is. That is none of their business to tell anyone else about. Because guess what? Murrsuiting is fine. Murrsuiting is okay if you're doing it with other consenting adults and you are an adult. I don't really care if you think it's icky or you think it's weird. Seriously, can we just get over this as a fandom? Can we please just move past the whole, oh my god, I hate murrsuits, they're so gross. Look, what you do in your private time, as long as it's not hurting anybody else or hurting yourself and it's with consenting adults, it's fine. It's nobody's business. Quite frankly, if you have a fursuit body for murrsuiting and you have one for public suiting, or you have just one body but you disinfect and clean it before going out, who cares? How is this affecting you? If you're worried about the image of the fandom, I'm so sick of hearing that. Honestly, there's no one person that represents our fandom as much as, some old uncle wants to think. We are a diverse group of individuals. Some of us like the sexual aspect of the fandom. Some of us do not. Some people are too young to even be a part of that. It's good, stay away from it, seriously. There's so many different people with so many different interests. Furry is one huge umbrella that we all are under. And it's, quite frankly, okay to have adults enjoying adult things. Look at the anime community. There's so much adult stuff in it, an absurd amount, and yet they don't go up in arms every time someone draws some weird tentacle art, okay? Like, for real. And for this Voldemort to use Majira's personal suit as fodder to try to get at him and try to expose him is just so disgusting and deplorable. I mean, the other things that Voldemort did were a million times worse and I can't even begin to fathom. So really, is it surprising? Not really. But I also want to talk about this from a personal level. Because like I said, I talked about how I used to do mursuit videos in the fandom. Mursuits, if you don't already know, it's an adult fursuit. You do adult things in it. Fill in the blanks, okay? But I posted videos when I was around 18 to 20 of myself in my old fursuit body doing adult things, and I posted it to adult sites. And again, I talked about this in my other video, but I'm going to rehash it here. I used to say I don't regret it, but I honestly am starting to regret it. I see nothing wrong with mursuiting, nothing wrong with creating mursuiting content, nothing wrong with any of that, and yet I regret it because I honestly get hate for it every single day. I have always had a harder time doing YouTube. I've always had, especially at the start, furry YouTubers treat me like garbage or shun me from the community because I had these videos. I've had conventions tell me I could never be a guest of honor because I've done adult videos in my past. People are constantly sharing these videos around even though I've said, hey, I deleted them all. I don't give consent for you to repost these, but people don't care. And I understand once you put something out on the internet, you can't control it. I really do get that, but if you could at least not post it to public sites all the time, I would really appreciate it, because I get messages every single day of people going, hey, I saw your video here. I thought you stopped posting stuff. And it's like, oh my god, that video is so old. I didn't post that. Yeah, it's posted newer. It wasn't by me. It's just so frustrating that it's 2021 and people are still using mursuiting as a way to put someone down, like Majira or myself. They're using it as ammunition to treat us as lesser people, or to act like we're doing something wrong or we've done something wrong in our past, when quite frankly, it's not true. One thing though was almost all the comments to this tweet were in absolute support for Majira. I was stunned to see that, honestly. Almost everything was just a positive comment about, who cares? It's 2021. No one cares about mursuits. God, imagine caring about mursuits in 2021. Are you serious, bro? And here's the thing. One, Majira deserves all the support there because he was in the right. Voldemort, surprise, was in the wrong. Two, there's nothing wrong with mursuiting. But I saw this, and from a personal level, this is going to sound a little selfish, but I just thought, where were all these people for the past, 8 years of my life giving support and not putting me down because of it? He deserves the immediate support he got, but I was just like, why is that not being sent my way for all those years? Because it has sucked. I just hope that as a fandom we keep getting better about this, and the way you treat Majira, about him getting exposed for his mursuit, supporting him, I hope you continue that positivity and you support other people in the fandom. As long as they're adults doing things with consenting adults, please just be supportive. Stop putting down mursuits in 2021 and future years. It's time as a fandom we finally embrace that, yes, there's adult aspects being enjoyed by adults, and that's quite all right. Our fandom's okay. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep growing. And our precious image you're so worried about, really, come on. A mursuiter's not going to destroy the entire fandom for everybody, even a drove of mursuiters, because that brings in other people that are interested in other aspects of the fandom. It doesn't all have to be squeaky clean, fun, cutesy, hugs you, boops your nose, ha ha ha, tee hee stuff, okay? The fandom is diverse. We are diverse. Let's keep it going and support people like Majira, and continue to not accept the Voldemorts of the fandom, because quite honestly, there's no place for them here. There's no place in the world for people that bad. And let's just start being accepting. I hope that people stop putting down Majira for having a mursuit. I hope people stop putting down me for having a mursuiting past. And I hope people don't put down people who are posting mursuit stuff now. We can do better as a fandom. We always can do better. And I really wanted to record this video to get out my feelings on this topic, to vent a little, and to say just how I'm feeling. Because I want to show I support you, Majira. I don't support the evil Voldemort. And I want to just move on past the mursuiting videos I did. Even though there's nothing wrong with it, and even though I'm creating a second channel with Nido being a more adult character and focusing on adult content, because on one hand, I finally decided that it's time for me to move on, but also embrace the adult aspects that I enjoy in the fandom. I don't post them with this character because this is meant for most audiences, but with my Nido character, it's finally a way that I can talk about adult topics without shame, without negativity, and just just having fun with it. And I know people are going to put down the fact that I have the more adult channel, Nido, but I don't care. I've been put down for 8 years and I'm so over it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to keep doing this channel because damn do I love this channel, but I'm also going to do that channel and even adult podcasts. I don't care because you know what? I'm an adult. I'm 30 and I'm going to have fun in this fandom. I'm not going to let the Voldemorts bring me down, and thank you for being here, those of you who haven't put me down for stuff, and I hope me putting out this video will maybe sway some people that are super negative about the topic, or at least open their minds a little. And that's really all I have to say about murrsuiting in 2021, because times have changed a bit, I've changed a bit, and yeah. It feels so weird to say this at the end, but if you want to support me, check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/OdenWolf, or you can send me stuff or whatever. If you want to support me, stuff is in the description. If not, that's okay too. But I really do appreciate you guys for listening to me this week, and I'll see you guys next week for a different video, hopefully a little bit more uplifting. Thank you for letting me get this out. It has been OdenWolf, and bye-bye. And as always, I want to thank my patrons, especially Timmy at the triple diamond tier. Timmy, you already know you're the best. I don't even need to say anything else. You're the best, Timmy. And everybody at Diamond. I can't believe I need the whole screen for everybody at Diamond. Dosey, Lindsay, Slipfox Socks, Conlo, Aniki, Tyrannus, DH, and Deku Panda. Thank you, 8, for your Diamond support. That's insane. Thank you so much. And everybody at Platinum. Coco the Fox, Lurch, Wolf Medic, Soren Mello, Gopi, Rudaro, Trax, Tars, Zen, Dante Wolf, Terra, Lexi Fox, Dynamo, Tantanka, Wolyafa, and I need another page, Silver Tiger, and Blue the Cat. Thank you so many of your platinum support. Like, jeez, that's amazing. And everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers, thank you so much for your support last month. You guys are amazing.